Rule number 6, so I already touched on this, which is the repetitive dreams, and why they repeat, which is a lesson or a trauma, or it's normally something to do with the past, repetitive. It repeats from a place from the past, of something that's happened, and it normally is something that is holding us back. It's either a perspective, a belief system, pain, trauma, fear, whatever it is, and it's repeating itself so that we can understand the meaning, heal from it, and move on. So it's quite simple, rule number 6. And this is something I would talk to people a lot about. In fact, it's probably the first thing people will speak to me about is repetitive dreams. I've had them myself, both good, bad. And when they're good, they will always change once that particular situation has manifested here. So like I was saying, the backward motion of this dream world and waking world. First it manifests in the dream world, and then it manifests here. And that can take as much time as it needs. It can also help us divert some things, or to make better choices, or, you know, it depends on the context. But I'm saying that those repetitive dreams have a very specific meaning, and they're very individual to each person. I'd be very interested to see if this comes up in a group dream, a collective dream sometime, which I might do with a few people. So pay attention to when they're showing up, how they're making you feel, and your instinct needs to be put in the driver's seat when you're having these repetitive dreams. And you need to write them down, and you need to journal them, and you need to look back. You need to look back. And with all dreams, journaling is very, very useful. I remember my dreams since I was 11. I've never actually wrote down my dreams. It's something that's been natural to me. And I remember all of them, whether it's 4 a night, 2 a night, none a night. It doesn't matter. I remember. Anyway, that's rule number 6. Okay, so dream time. So I had this dream 4 years ago, and this was in relation to the internet. So let's call this dream the golden spider web. So at that time I was looking online, I was scouring the internet, basically just going on complete intuition to try and find where it is I'm supposed to be in this world at that time, you know. And I had this dream that I fell asleep, and in the dream I was aware that I was asleep. I looked up at the ceiling, and there was a golden spider web right above me with a spider inside it. And it was just a moment of a connection where I was just staring at this. And it was that simple, and it can be that simple and that powerful. Now, symbols can mean all sorts of things depending on the dream and the context. But this particular one explains what brought me here, or how I got here. Because I was exploring the internet, the web, the internet, the interweb, the spider web, and the spider. Me being the spider, or the spider being me, or you know, the higher consciousness, because spiders are, you know, they're super intelligent creatures. They're actually very connected with prophets as well. So when I saw this, I thought, I'm going to end up on the internet. And I swear to God, I had no intention of ending up on the internet speaking to a camera. Never. Never, never, never. So 4 years later, I had a dream. I had the same dream. Actually, just recently, it was like, hey, remember? And I was like, oh my God. But this time, the spider was gold as well. Now, gold, to me, is a very special colour. And spiders can represent abundance. They can represent multitasking because of all of their legs. Resilience. They've lasted longer than, what is it, spiders and dinosaurs that have lasted the longest. And they are interconnected, the interconnection. So all of that led here. And I had, again, the same dream, just slightly different recently, like I said, like a reminder, you know, and that's something I'm going to say to anyone watching this video, that if you remember a dream from some years ago or whenever, and it pops up in a situation that you're in now in the present, there's a reason for that. It's dreams are timeless. They will come back to remind you of something in the present moment. So you can look back and say, oh, I had that dream around the time this happened or that happened. So it will come back kind of like that dream, but it will be different because you are now different. You have evolved. So your perception has evolved. So you're going to see things differently, but it will have the same symbolic feeling and meaning to it, to be a reminder as to where you are at now. So that's one I have that I will start with. And trust me, these go deep. Some of them are very funny. Some of them are kind of, you know, scary. Some of them are, as they say, prophetic. And some of them are just absolutely mind-blowing experiences that are impossible to nearly put in words. But I'll do my best. I'll do my best. And saying that, I do have another channel on YouTube, a very small channel where I have my poetry. It's animated poetry, and it covers all of the subjects on spirituality, astrology, numerology, numerology, philosophy, life experience, trauma, that kind of stuff, at Prophetica on YouTube. And I will be intertwining some of the videos from this channel. So it's all very much connected, and it can give you a different perspective. I talk about synchronicities and experience that I have collected through channeling numbers and their meanings. And I have never studied any of those things. I've never studied any books on dreams or psychology or philosophy or anything like that. I've read little bits and pieces along the way. I'm a bit of a late bloomer. I only recently found out about Carl Jung and Freud's fight, that they had a fight over a dream interpretation. But they were onto it. They knew the importance of this stuff. They knew it's the big key. It's where all the truth is. It's where all the answers are. It's just so, you know, it's fascinating. So everything I speak about is from first-hand experience. I do have a quote myself, which is, there is no second-hand book for first-hand experience. And I live by that. Not that I don't believe in reading books. Of course I do. I used to read other kind of books and research of other things, but this is different. So I just thought I'd mention that. If you feel like checking out some poems that are on a deeper level that might resonate with you, Prophetica is my page, and I will intertwine videos here and there. So that was the dream, and I'll have a lot more to share. So in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this. My intention is to jam-pack these videos with, you know, really useful information, to be open and to share experiences that are helpful, and to just be a guide, I suppose, to be a guide. In human design, I'm a projector, which makes a lot of sense as well. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed these videos, and I will continue to post more in the future, in the near future. You can contact me in the description box. All my links are there. My information is there. And Safe travels, sweet dreams. And I will see you sometime in the near future. Thank you. So if you liked the videos, please like, subscribe and share. And if you are going to book a reading with me, just remember, you can argue with me all you want, but you can't argue with your own subconscious, okay? Just a little humor and a little truth. Thank you. See you soon.